All right, welcome back. Final Fantasy XIV. Lucia and me, we're about to go clear the city of all the vagrants. Options: accessories of Fiending Coffer, bandit chest containing complete set of primal accessories of Fidding or Slaying. I only get to choose? Okay, well, against the dying of the light. Lucy will begin the hunt for her astronauts without delay. Flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found, suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise location of where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alfred and Mistress Ursula, or have you take charge of the investigation in the Foundation? As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Tickman and me get the pillars. Oh, they like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striding a pose over here be joining us? Tancred of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say, what a pleasure it is to meet you too. I bet. Name's Hilda, Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I'll remain here to coordinate the fire quenching effort. If you learn all to value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Alright, to the pillars I go. No, wait, there's more. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbys. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should know. Yeah. Oh, I, the famous Lord Emlyn de Fortames, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Tickman. He'll be at the closure, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old, sigh. He's getting old, Taggart, you're getting old. Speak with the Elman at the Jewel Crozier. So, you know where we gotta go. Jewel Crozier. Speak with this guy. He got a lot to say, don't he? Honor it. I'm a spoker. The Lord Emlyn has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Someone once said that a gentleman is rather than does, and in Lord Elliman's I sense we have living proof. Well, go on then, talk to the daft sod. Well, if it isn't Tickman, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Yeah, tell me about all the fires. Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, won't you say? There doesn't seem to be any room or rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hopland is awash with refugees. The lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Akamac's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer word of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what this is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns but for one rose, pricking through, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Yours. Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in Hoplon, Tickman and I shall investigate the location where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed and blind and left shivering in your small clothes. She don't know who she's messing with. Alright, question is guards in the Hoplet. Where is this Hoplet at? One way over there. Let's go. Hoplet must be the big stairs in the center of the street, I guess? Or the center of the city? Hoplon. There's the big stairs. Guard. Some more big stairs. We are moving too slow. Oh, not the way I wanted to go. Let's go up and around. I ain't trying to leave the zone. Somebody over here. I don't think I can fly in the city. No, I cannot. So see on the wall above me. This Hopla on the wall. So many questions. So many questions. Let's continue going up. Hopla is the wall. Top of the wall. What's he saying? It's gone, it's all gone. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Vault Priest, tell me something good. Come, my brothers and sisters, there's food and shelter enough for all and the Basilisk. Lone's blessing be upon you, Father. Confess we are not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop, Sir Alchemac, and the Trevanians. Trust in your heart, brother. Pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Fire Sakura as well, sir. No. I'm trying to figure out the arsons. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell. May the Fury guide your steps. Seems suspicious. I don't know if I like him. Unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would do. Interesting. Very interesting. So now we need to go back down. Oh man, don't go down that way. That's a long way down. Finished then? Yes. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Huh. We will require more than the muddled testimonies of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Roman's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For our mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail to so miserably on 2 occasions when their target was a basin of Ishgard orthodoxy. A lot of questions. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alfnid will doubtless have an opinion. Yes, he will. I guess we'll go rendezvous with them. Looks like they went this way, so that's the way we're going. Back to the Foundation. Alright, Tancred. Where's everybody at? He's about to jump down. There they go. Found you. Should have seen the way Alfred tackled him. So you got a sack, no sack. Shonda. Good. Now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Sense will avail you not, or silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Tickman, I was just about to summon. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. He wished to have words, he did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it. You've got the wrong man. Sniff, sniff. My, but you reek of oil. And those burns on your hands. An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Ah, that you are. After a fashion. You should know that your purest patron has already spun us a different, delightful yarn about his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you. But then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. So that's Polas. He's the only one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in Fury's work, he said. I had left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. There you have it, Hendo. Don't be so kind to escort our friend here to the Congression. Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Nah, don't mind. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Oh, I have seen his like before. Troubled soul, manipulated by men of power, and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our culprit had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Banker. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by persons or persons of influence. I think it best we now return to the progression and discuss how best to proceed. Yeah, how do we proceed indeed? I don't even know where I'm going. Just running. Let's run faster. Port to Lucia. Okay, so we're going back to the main city area. To the big boss's house. Ooh, maybe the guy's out of bed by now. Covering them healers. No, he's not covered. If we could but determine the motive behind these fires. Shonda, the Temple Knights are interrogating the arsonists as we speak. God's willing, we shall have more information ere long. Bit of a gambler, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his luck don't run out. So far, he's had great luck. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Utriel, are you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Akomek in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this out. Do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Take the bow. My lord, Turo did not seem to be in the best of spirits. It's little wonder, Master Alfred. His father is wildly slandered, and his half-brother, not yet cold in the grave, against the dying of the light, is complete. So let's go ahead and get the coffer of slaying. We don't need to fend people off. We need to take them down. Let's get this that XP, and that quest is checked off in the books. So our inventory is so small. Make it bigger. 40. Boom. Better. There it is. There's a coffer. We get here ultimate primal earrings of slaying. 240 stuff. Oh, that's not too bad. Primal chokin, primal bracelets, prior ring. Let's see if it's any upgrades for us. Not an upgrade because all of our stuff is 255. But we're getting close to getting some upgrades. Tell you what. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. My name's Tick, and come on back tomorrow for the next mystery quests.